Three, two, one, a source up podcast. My name is Jabari Butler. I'm here with J.R. Hall. What's the good word?
No, what's up? What's up? Great to be back on it.
Seems we got a weak ass trade deadline that we just passed up. A bunch of nothing ass trades going on. What do you think about
Exactly.
some of these trades that's gone up? I guess in the past week.
Exactly. Hey, exactly like you said, they passed up because it wasn't nothing going on. Nothing going on. I think we only have. Say that one more time. I was gonna say I think we only had one interesting trade trade from a squad anyways. We had the Jets dealing out what they deal out 5 picks for 2 people.
Something crazy like that.
Man.
I mean, it
I
must have
guess
just been like, the Jets are just ready basically to scorch the earth at this point. It seemed like they just didn't see them, those Sauce. I mean, I don't see how you can see a Sauce and Quentin Williams as players that you could just give away like that.
yeah, because that's what they did. They definitely, like you just said, they gave them away. They didn't even. It was like, because I don't even think we had even seen anything about them on trade deadline, trading blocks or anything. And it's like the biggest news that pop up. I don't think that's cool. And you got these big time players, the best players on your team, and you just like, here you go. We got you some. We got you something to come in a couple of years for this guy. And it's like, dang, y'all really out here showing us how people are being sold. Because these people put they put their whole life into these communities and these cities and stuff. And it's like, dang, yeah, y'all make it so easy, or make it look so easy to just, here you go, we'll give you up. We'll start planning for our future right in your face.
And
But
then it's like, it's almost like these guys, they get tired of losing in these places, and then they get traded to a place where they about to keep on losing. Like Quentin Williams,
oh
the
yeah,
D tackle for the Cowboys. He's like, man, I can't wait. I just want to go somewhere I want to win. I just want to go somewhere I want to win. Really, you went to the Dallas Cowboys?
but, hey, look, we gonna need
That's your
11
win?
Quentin Williams.
If that's your win, man, then hey, you must have a low bar for winning, man.
Hey, low quality for
Your bar for winning is easy. It don't take much to make you
Hey,
happy.
it takes two or three of them. That's all for the whole 16, 17 game. Man.
Yeah, it looked like the Jets would just scorch earth pretty
Hey,
much.
but I'm
They're
gonna be
done.
looking at that. I'm gonna be looking at Sauce Gardner Sunday because that's a really nice fit for the Colts. I don't know. I don't know if they got them honors back from when Peyton Manning them was there and Marvin Harrison, but they doing something with their squad now because, man, their record is good. They got some players that pop, their stats and stuff pop out to you when you look at them. And then I haven't seen too much of their defense, but I've heard their secondary and their linebackers and D line. They're
I mean,
actually,
that Sauce Gardner addition too. That's like a playoff piece. I mean, he's the
man,
kind of cornerback you need in the playoffs on
yep,
those tough downs and those long downs to
I
come up
agree with
with
that.
those big defensive plays. That's like, I mean, for the Jets, it's almost like, what are you thinking? I mean, that's pretty much what you need to. That's like the heart of your. It's like they gave away the heart of their defense. So they must have been extremely unhappy with Sauce and Quentin Williams, or vice versa. They must have been extremely unhappy
Right.
to
Cause
just leave New York like that. Because it's not easy to leave New York.
cause I've heard once you get there, you kind of get settled there. The people there, they grow around you, you grow around them. Then the lifestyle up there, you just grow into that, and then it's hard to. I wouldn't say take that somewhere else, but I guess be somewhere else in that, still in that mindset, that New York mindset. 'Cause you got to have a different frame of mind, I believe, out there. no matter where you come from.
All right, but yeah, most definitely. But let's go ahead and get on into this foolishness. Let's get into Raider football, man.
We can talk about the Giants.
Raider football lost in OT, 2-6. Season is kind of spiraling out of control, man. Geno Smith is exactly what I predicted him to be. What do you got to say about Raider football? Y'all got an upcoming game, divisional game Thursday night. Y'all hoping to turn things around tonight, but it's not looking good. Raider football, Raider Nation, what's going on, man? What's going on with Raider Nation?
Hey, I'll be happy if I'll be happy we made it to overtime. We're at least making it to overtime in games with teams in the fourth quarter. We lost, but we lost in overtime. We came back in the game. We made it to overtime. We scored. Then we went for two. I don't know. I think I might have went for two, but I also think I might not have because just the game flow and the energy of it, we could have tied it up and kept the game going, but with the Raiders, ain't no telling how the defense was going, if they was going to play up to par or not. On the next possession, literally, because they not too stout and they not too, I wouldn't say they too consistent. But last game was a tough loss, but it's cool to see them in games fighting. They got a terrible O-line. Just being a fan like I am, we got a terrible quarterback. We got terrible. Our defense not the best at all, and so it's good to see that they still fighting in games.
What has stood out to you this season about the Raiders? Is what needs to be improved? Because y'all had such high hopes. Y'all had the tight end. Y'all had fresh running back. Y'all had fresh quarterback. Fresh defense. What stood out to what's been the problem? Because it seems like the season has just fell off the rails so fast, and it's just such a slippery slope. And now y'all done slid down, and now it looks like y'all are kind of playing for draft picks almost.
Well, if you were NFL or anything, you would be hard to believe because nobody thought the Raiders were going to be good this year. Second off, the Raiders' first win, yeah, you're sure right. We came from off of a slippery slope because our first game we had a good win. That's why everybody thought it was going to be a better situation. We played the Patriots, who are a playoff team, and beat them. So people were having high hopes with a new coach, with a new running back, a quarterback that they thought was going to be okay. And then with our tight ends, while you're talking about our tight ends and injuries and stuff, our tight ends have been hurt. That's why you haven't seen too much of them. And you see what happened when they came back. Last game they came back and they were all into the game, fourth quarter and all through the game. So I think that's really a defensive problem. We got to get a better defense. We got to get some more D-line, a better pass rush, and then we got to get a better secondary system flow going. We got to get some communication and less confusion in the back end. But other than that, I like the way they fight. If they in the game, they in the game. If they're not in the game, they're out of the game. So I like how we're not putting up 30. We're not letting people put 30 plus on us every game. Yeah.
So as a Raiders fan, what are you looking forward to now? Are you looking forward to the end of this season? Are you looking forward to tonight, or are you looking forward to these draft picks? Who are y'all liking in the draft coming up?
You missed on every single one. I told you before.
Top 5.
I told you before. Don't talk to me. Nothing else about the Raiders until we play the Giants. That's all I got to do. Show me something on the field. You like to talk a lot. You like the first draft pick, slippery slopes. Matter of fact, right now, the Giants have a worse record than the Raiders. I don't care how it is, how it ain't.
Hold on, man.
It's worse than the Raiders. No,
Hold
hold
on, we
on,
got the
nothing.
same record. Hold on, we
No,
got
we
the same
don't.
record as the
Hey, go
Raiders.
look at it. Y'all got one more loss, buddy. Y'all are 2-7. We are 2-6.
Because y'all coming off the bye
It
week, y'all
don't
about to be
matter.
two
It
and
don't matter
seven
what we coming off
after the
of. We
night.
playing tonight.
Okay, y'all got the same amount of wins, right?
It don't matter. Y'all got more losses.
That's all I'm in the counting wins.
Y'all winning
You in the
percentage
counting
is
losses.
lower than ours, buddy.
Hey, you counting win. I'm counting wins. You over here counting losses.
What the hell else you want to do? Y'all got the same amount of wins. We both got 2 wins. Keep
So what
counting
we
for
about
no
to
reason.
be? So we about to be second and third in the draft, or fourth and fifth in the draft?
No, the Giants about to be first, and the Raiders probably gonna be third or fourth.
I promise you, y'all pick ahead of us. That's the one guarantee I can give you for the season.
Hey,
for
y'all
the
hear
Giants.
this? So when he break this promise,
the Giants will pick. What is it? Okay, the Raiders will have a higher draft pick than the Giants.
Why are you so worried about the Raiders, man? That's all you want to talk about tonight. The Raiders. You don't even want to talk about.
The Raiders have a game tonight.
What's that mean? The Giants? Okay, we can talk about the Giants last game where they quarterback is the leading rusher. Nobody catches over 5 receptions on the Giants. What's up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all rushing, y'all receiving?
Man, we looking forward to the draft, man. We getting draft picks. We getting draft ready, man. I told you. I'm realistic. We getting draft ready. We getting healed up, and then we getting our quarterback ready, and our young defense. We figuring out who needs to go in on for the secondary, who's going to work for the secondary next year, and we getting our young front seven tuned up. And then we get our quarterback tuned up, and we gonna hit the draft. Now,
it sounds like y'all did the same thing last year.
We didn't have a quarterback last year. We had no quarterback.
Y'all didn't know what to do with y'all quarterback. You can say that. He's made it pretty clear he's a quarterback. He's made it pretty clear he's a good quarterback.
And now we gotta get our injuries right, man. We got injuries, man. We got to get healthy. So when we get healthy, we'll be straight.
Yeah, y'all won't have people rushing 8 times for 39 yards, and Jackson Dart being y'all leading rusher. Hopefully.
I mean, Jackson Dart is doing his thing. Cam Spatago will be back next year. It's gonna be. I mean, we ain't even worried about this season. This year was
So you're not worried about this year, bro?
This year was a development year.
Every year's a development year for
the Raiders were supposed to take off running this year. Y'all had Ashton Jeanty.
The only person who said that is Jabari Butler. Jabari Butler.
Got the coach. You got Pete Carroll. You got a coaching experience. Have y'all even won a divisional game yet? Are y'all going to win a divisional game this year?
That's for you to go look up. Who did y'all play? The Giants?
Well, you got to look it up because y'all haven't won shit.
Who have y'all beat?
Who we beat? We beat the Eagles.
Oh my goodness! You gonna ride that win until you can't ride no more.
That's the number 1 team in the NFC East.
Good job, Jabari. Y'all are still 2-6. I don't care about no divisional win. Y'all still not gonna make it to the playoffs.
So what's your prediction for the night?
To watch the game.
So you don't have nothing positive to say about it. You don't have no positive words of encouragement for the Raiders.
How is watching the game negative? It sounds like you were just a hater. What are you hating on? What did the Raiders do to you?
Man, I just was hearing a lot of Raider Nation. I was hearing a lot of Raider Nation stuff earlier.
Y'all see he listening to Raiders.
No, I'm talking about listening to you. I was hearing about Geno Smith. I was hearing about
what you hear about him? Why you haven't told me about it?
Man, you was telling me Geno Smith is like the next coming of Cam Newton.
Jabari. Shut up.
You said Geno Smith is the answer. Geno Smith is this. That's all I heard. I haven't heard shit about Geno Smith since
Hey, y'all, don't
preseason.
forget this. This fool is a
I haven't
comedian.
heard. I haven't heard nothing about Geno Smith since preseason.
That's how I know you lying. I told you about Geno Smith, and I told you the other week that we should trade for Shador Sanders. As much as I think both of them are trash, I think Geno Smith is worse.
That's a completely different tune than from the first show.
The first show? What you mean?
Geno Smith was your guy.
Just like Jackson Dart was your dad, you was at your knees to Jackson Dart. You hadn't seen nobody
Nah,
since Eli Manning.
I was.
You was on your knees.
I was excited to see a real quarterback. Shout out to
On
Jackson
your
Dart.
knees.
I wasn't on my knees.
Yeah.
I didn't know who was going to start.
You was bowing down to Jackson Dart like
I didn't know if it was going to be Russell Wilson.
Like he was Mother Mary.
I didn't know if it was going to be Russell Wilson. I didn't know if it was going to be Jackson Dart. I didn't know if it was going to be Jameis Winston. We had to put it on tape.
You thought y'all had figured it out.
But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to this college football.
Ooh.
Let's start off with the HBCUs. We had Deshaun Jackson at Delaware State versus Michael Vick at Norfolk State, playing in the Philadelphia Eagles arena, I think. It was just great to see both of those HBCUs and the HBCU coaches getting the love that they deserve. A lot of good energy in the crowd. And honestly, the main difference I see from HBCU play or FCS play to NCAA Division I play is O-line, D-line. Sometimes you got some freaks on O-line, D-line. Quarterback play. And, yeah, I think that's about it. O-line, D-line, and quarterback play. Everything else is fairly competitive. I think it will be fairly competitive at the next level. And it was a very competitive game between Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick. I know you didn't get a chance to maybe tune in. Did you check any stats or anything?
No, but I did see. I'm pretty sure Deshaun Jackson, right? He got the best of them.
Yeah, Deshaun Jackson, that running game, they got the best running game in the country right now. They had two running backs rush for over 100 yards. Just ran straight down Michael Vick's throat. They got a devastating running game.
Yeah, I think that's what they lean on a lot too. Then their passing game may catch you off guard.
And they're both. I can see they're both well coached teams. I think the one thing that's lacking is that recruiting. I think if they get a couple good years of recruiting,
or get some more recruiters
they could be a very competitive FCS program. Both of them can have very competitive FCS programs. I think the groundwork is there.
Tom Mills. Got some breaking news. Antonio Brown got arrested for attempted murder. Bro, that just came across the screen. Like, what?
What'd he do?
Man, it said from what I'm reading, this is not my information. I haven't studied it. Literally, it came across the screen. But he said people were trying to steal his stuff and trying to jump him and pretty much trying to jump him and steal his stuff from him. He had said that to the police, but they said he had fled the country, I believe. That's what it said. And they were looking for he attempted murder.
Oh, yeah, that's when he been out the country for that.
See, Jesus, you gotta...
But I'm not too sure about the details. He probably tried to come back into the country because I think he had been fled the country for something. So he probably tried to come back in and they got him.
Hey, it's the wrong time to try that with Mr. Trump in office.
Man.
Bruh,
So I'm
did I
saying
see you
either stay
today?
all the way out, either stay all the way out of this
Or all
motherfucker,
the
or
way
be all the way
in, bruh.
in. You know.
Man,
But
that's mind blowing.
go
My
ahead,
bad.
moving on to NCAA. What are you seeing what did you see out of the SEC this week?
Man, I saw a
NCAA.
couple good games. I think the best probably had to be either Georgia versus Florida or Texas versus Vanderbilt. Georgia, they played a good game, but Florida uh had them a little bit shook up towards the end of the game, but I think Georgia is a little bit more is coached a lot better than Florida, especially right now. Even though Florida is a pretty good team, they look better. They're better than their record shows. Georgia put the pedal to the metal and ended that game. And then we had Texas versus Vanderbilt. I watched a little bit more of that game because it was versus two ranked opponents, and a lot of people didn't have. A lot of people looked at it and said, Vandy and what's the quarterback? His last name Pavia. I can't remember his first name ever. I think it's Diego Pavia or something. And he's been playing really good, and he's
Yeah,
been.
I was surprised by that. Hey, that Texas defense is elite, man. I was surprised by that Texas defense. I thought that Vanderbilt would give that Texas defense a little bit more problem.
Yeah.
More of a problem. I think it's the offense. Texas offense is the one that needs to catch up. Because the defense is top 5 in the country right now. I think that once the offense, or if the offense can catch up to the defense this year, then they'll make a hell of a run in the playoffs. Because I'm starting to like the development of that offense that I'm seeing from Wingo. I think Wingo's taking a step. I'm starting to see Arch Manning get more comfortable. I mean, with him, it's comfort, getting more of a rhythm to the game, which I saw against Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That was a pretty good defense that they took down. And I'm starting to see the big plays. That's what we haven't been seeing from Texas this year. We haven't been seeing any big plays. So
the way they popped that game off really surprised me with that 75-yard screen, because it's like, okay, we in this game, we chilling, we watching, let's settle down. Then it's like touchdown. You look up, he done ran 75 yards off a screen, so it's like, oh man, they're gonna come with it today. Then they got into the game, probably into the second and third quarters. Then you could kind of see them regress with their energy a little bit, and it was like, oh man, they let them, because I believe they were up by 2 touchdowns, I believe, at one point. And Vanderbilt, like they say, stormed all the way back and made it a game at the very end of the game. And I guess the offense has just stopped rolling like it was, because Vanderbilt held them at 34 points for more than half of the fourth quarter. And shoot, they almost pulled it back out. So it's like they got to finish better. They're starting to shine out as a pretty good team, but that don't matter. None of that matter if you don't finish correctly. But the next big game I thought I saw was SMU versus Miami. I honestly don't think people in SMU, well, most people at SMU had any faith, because I believe in that, because Miami was ranked, they ranked in the top, I think they might have been ranked number 9 in the top 10. And I think the last time SMU beat somebody was in the top 10 was 1974, so that's about 50 years ago.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, Carson Beck with those picks is like, man. I think we were talking about this earlier this week, man. I think that throwing an interception is the worst thing you can do as a quarterback. Throwing multiple picks is like, I mean, you giving your team like a chance to lose. Like you get like how you give your team a chance to win when you throwing these picks. You give your team a chance to lose.
Higher
And you throwing
probability.
multiple picks, you giving
Higher.
a lot of opportunities for your team to lose. And I think that's what
Right.
Carson Beck has been doing these past couple of weeks with all these damn picks, man. You gotta
Yeah,
take care
cause
of the football.
when they started off hot, I believe we didn't see. I think he might have had one. I'm not sure, but I don't think I know for a fact he didn't have this many turnovers because I believe one game in you were watching JB. Did he have 3 interceptions?
Threw 5 picks.
No, shut up. He didn't throw 5 picks, bro.
Yeah, he threw 5 picks. It was against
Bro,
Louisville.
that's still a wild stat. I still can't even put that stat together. Bro threw 5 picks in one football game. That means in 2 football games you on track to throw 10 interceptions. The coach needs to take him to the sideline, take him to the locker room, and take that belt off. If you're gonna throw 5 interceptions.
And then another game that I was seeing, Oklahoma versus Tennessee.
Oh man, that was a good game too. I figured it wouldn't be so much as we don't see these days anyways, with so many people scoring 25 plus points a game. I figured it wouldn't be too much defense, but both of those offenses can score, and I think they've proven that in the past weeks. But I think that was a big game to see how good these teams were and how good were the teams that they had beat in comparison with the teams they had lost to in the whole conference, because that was a SEC conference game. And I think a lot more people were looking to see Tennessee beat them. Even me, I'm not going to lie, because I was kind of surprised to see the final score, but it was, I believe, 24-35.
What I'm seeing this year is what's going to separate the great teams is the defense, man, because it's like everybody has a decent offense is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Everybody has about the same offense. Everybody kind of runs like the same offense now.
Spread off.
If nobody has like a unique offense, it's about the defense. Who's going to be able to be more stingy? Who's going to be able to be more gritty? I think that Texas defense has been saving them this year. That Ohio State defense is probably damn near NFL caliber. That Indiana defense.
I do got something to say about Ohio State offense. I want to see. I do like. You could say that I'm a fan of all of the teams in Texas, college football, everybody except for the Cowboys. But you can see, dang, what was I going to say?
Ohio State defense.
Okay, Ohio State defense. I really can't wait to see that Big Ten championship game, because Ohio State versus Indiana.
Well, hold on now. Indiana got to play Penn State this weekend. We don't know if they're going to make it to that championship. They got to play Penn State.
Jabari,
Lions, they got to take.
Jabari, save yourself.
They got to take that trip to Happy Valley. Did you see the Penn State game versus Ohio State last weekend?
I think they were in the game, actually, for a second. Not a minute. A second.
I'll say this. The first half, it looked like they was about to pull out some Nittany Lion magic.
Oh, man. Didn't I have to text you and say, hold on, Jabari, look at this.
I don't know, but that second half they came out and the pile driving begun. It was like when you take that sled and you just say, I don't know how I'm gonna just and coach say, hey, don't stop this until I get tired or you hear this whistle blow. Just keep going. Just keep pile driving. That's how Ohio State did Penn State last week. Don't stop until I blow. Do you hear this whistle? Just keep pile driving. Pile drive. Pile drive. Pile drive. It's like that's
hey,
what
but
that
on a serious
like.
note, no, I'm just playing. But I really can't wait to see that game, because I feel like it'll finally be somebody that could potentially, because as we've seen this whole year, we got a lot of teams that could potentially do stuff, but we got teams that's doing stuff. Indiana, that could potentially beat them because I do believe they play a good defensive game too. I do believe their defense is set up pretty well, but nobody has been able to match up with Ohio State. So I'm really ready to get that game going, see what that's going to be all about. Because that's going to play into another part of this past week. That's going to play into not the Big 12 tournament. God, Jesus.
College football playoff.
Yeah, the college football playoff.
But the thing about me, what I saw against Penn State last week is that Ohio State's offense is on a totally different level this year. It's like they take the good that they do from the previous year and make it better every year. Like, now they got 2 6'4" receivers that can run everything in the route tree and can run away from you and can block you and can... I mean, they got 2 receivers like that, and then they got 2 NFL running backs, and then they probably got the Heisman front at quarterback on offense. I mean, that's like a nightmare matchup and it's almost like somebody gonna get open. If not 2, 3, 4 people gonna be open, and that's what we saw in the second half against Penn State. They were sticking with them up to a certain point to where either fatigue kicks in or hey, maybe that skybox kicks in. Hey, we got
too much on your ass and you can't take it.
Yeah, his running game might kick in. Something is going to just be able to, and they're taking them out. They got something. They got players that'll gash you too. Like Jeremiah Smith is going to gash you. Carnell Tate is going to gash you, and they just gashed Penn State to where they couldn't
take you out the game, really.
Yeah, they basically took them out the game.
Oh, yeah.
You got anything else for college?
No, not really. I just waiting these upcoming weeks to see how that college football playoff going to unfold. See what these last.
Oh, you got any matchups that you looking for college this week?
Really, something that caught my eye, and I was just looking at these matchups, was BYU and Texas Tech. I think even me, I've never heard too much about BYU, but even Texas Tech, it's been about 10 or 15 years since I've heard a little bit about them. So I think that's going to be a really interesting game, and that's going to have a play into the college football playoffs.
Dude, I haven't heard about Texas Tech since Patrick Mahomes.
Man, what? That's what I was just about to say. But I think that's gonna be a key game because I believe both of those teams are in the playoff. And Jesus, it's just gonna be a mix up after this week because I just said that, but both of them are in the playoffs. So, but that game is gonna be on the look. I would say Georgia and Mississippi State because it seems like Mississippi State always find a way to be in the game, even though they haven't won too many games. You can't let too many people stick around because if you let them hang around, they're gonna want to stay there. That, and then the last takeaway, really, well, we got 2 more, really. We got Texas A&M playing Missouri. I think Texas A&M, I think they have a really good team. I've seen their offense can go, and their quarterback, he's played good for the last 2 years. But I think the difference, what sets them apart with this team than his past teams, they actually have a defense, and they actually can defend you at all 3 levels. They could defend the run, they could defend the pass, and they could defend a play action. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be another exciting game to watch just because of the whole mix up. I believe I can't remember who it was. Let me see. It's one conference that still can put like 5 or 6 teams in there Um, dang. Oh, conference. What conference? What conference is
Conference USA.
it? Conference with Oregon and USC.
Oh, that's Big Ten.
Okay, the Big Ten still has a lot of people that could get into the playoff bracket just because how their how many
How the
people there
conference is
are.
how the conference is set up. How many people got wins?
Because right now, as I'm looking at their conference and how it's playing out, they got about they got about how many? Two. They got about 3 or 4 more teams that can still get into the picture of the playoff.
Yeah, but
So
they got to play that out for the end of the rest of the year. It's gonna be a couple of teams that's gonna fall out of that.
yeah, but they still gonna get in there because their record is gonna be a lot better than those other teams. Like their best team in the conference is Indiana. The worst team in the conference might be I would say USC, and they've only lost one conference game. So I don't know how that's gonna look, but from my standpoint right now, they got 5 or 6 teams that could be in the
So who
playoffs.
is it? It's Oregon,
Oregon,
Indiana,
Indiana,
Ohio
Ohio
State,
State,
and
Michigan.
that's it.
No,
Michigan, no.
Michigan.
Michigan ain't
Have
doing
you,
shit.
bro? They go look at the wins that they have and the losses. They've already said they could possibly be a team. Everybody could possibly be a team to Washington in their conference. And Washington is the 8th team in the conference. So I don't know about that. The Big Ten. I think the other conferences are pretty much settled.
Dang,
Other
Washington only has 2 losses.
yeah.
I don't know how Penn State fell off this hard. They're not even in the
I don't know either.
conversation.
That's kind of crazy to me.
It's
Because
wild.
usually you wouldn't see Penn State and Michigan State at the bottom of the conference.
And then they got Indiana this week. They about to be 3-6, man. That's crazy.
But I think
But
that's
go
gonna
ahead.
be okay. I think that's gonna be okay for Penn State. If you think about it, they're resetting everything. They need to reset. After you've been at the top for so long, then you fall off. You kind of need a reset to hit that reset button. Hopefully, because I know that's your guy, that coach, the coach that they have in there at the front, pretty much the front office, the head coach. I hope they keep him in and give him a off season, a spring to at least try and get something going.
Well, that's
Cause
gonna be depending on how he finishes out the rest of the season. If he keeps getting his ass kicked, he got to show some life, People, and
yeah,
he got to get a big win at the end of one of these games, or he has to get some sort of win. Because it's like people ain't just happy with close games
being
and
in
all
the
that.
game, close games,
People
yeah,
ain't happy with that. You got to get a big win, or you got to get a statement win. You can't. I mean, ain't nobody happy with these statement losses. You know what I'm saying? It's like anybody can go out there and get a statement loss, but can you actually go out and get a statement win? That's what Penn Staters are looking for this year. They're not looking for anything else really. Anything else is just gonna be like it's gonna go one in here
What's
and out
next?
the other basically.
Yep.
But go ahead, moving on to this NBA, man.
Hey, we've been hot out there in LA, boy.
Been a good week for the Lakers, man. Been a good week for Bronny James, man. I see Bronny James getting his feet
No, you
wet,
didn't.
man. Getting his
No, you
feet wet,
didn't.
getting more comfortable on the court, man. What do you think about
He
the
getting
Lakers?
real comfortable on that court.
Hey, what do you think about
the
Bronny
way he got
James?
ran over by Wemby, he should have just went to the side and sat over there by LeBron. Sat by the bench.
Okay, but what can anybody do about that? That's just like you just charge that up to the game. Hey, this nigga
Jabari,
7'4".
I swear to you, if you got on the basketball court with Wemby, you not standing in front of him. I don't know too many people that is. We got Shaq, Ben Wallace. Yeah, I mean they're gonna stay in front of him.
I mean, what you want him to do? You want him to run out the way? He did what he could. He had to go out on his shield. He had to go out like a soldier.
He went out on his back. That's his shield. Because the first play he got ran over. Then it's like, okay, you gonna run me over? I'm I'm gonna slide out your way. I'm gonna slide in and out the way. I ain't gonna just completely move. But the next time he jumped with Wemby like Wemby wasn't 7'4" and he's 6'2", and Wemby just put the ball at the top of the backboard and floated from the 3-point line and dunked on Bronny.
Man, I mean, I don't. Okay, who in the league is gonna stop Wemby from driving to the hole?
But
Nobody.
Exactly. But
I'm talking about the assist development. I'm talking about the rebound development. I'm talking about the ball management development. I'm seeing a lot of development from Bronny James right now. So I'm seeing real NBA. I'm seeing real NBA development from Bronny James right now, and it's got a lot of niggas hating. It's got a lot of niggas shook.
Well, tell me about it.
On the development.
Tell me about it.
Well, I see it more assists. I see his assist game coming along. I see him starting to be more aggressive to the hole. And I'm starting to see just the overall just comfortability starting to come together on the court, man. And it's good to see.
Oh, no,
there's a lot of talent there.
Yeah, he looked real. Everybody looked comfortable at the free throw line. He's making 1 shot and 3 free throws. Shoot, that's great. Now go back to the sideline where you belong.
I think his ball management game as a point guard. I think he's a pretty good ball handler.
He hasn't played point guard. I'm sorry, he's not a point guard in the NBA. He hasn't played.
He's been an assist machine,
bro. That's because he can't do anything. All he can do is pass the ball, Jabari.
I mean, you can literally. He's making threes.
He's not getting to the basket.
How's he getting to the free throw line if he ain't getting to the basket?
He's getting fouled on the perimeter.
And they're the best team in the West right now. They're the best team in the West right now, too.
He's not adding to that. He's putting more bodies on the bench.
I mean, once he gets time, he's going to start doing more work. But with the time he's been handling his business.
He's gonna get more time, all right, in the G League. That's what he's getting prepped for. I'm sorry.
I think he's gonna be good backup for Austin Reeves pretty soon.
I believe. The Lakers is gonna be in before him.
The Lakers are second in the West behind the Thunder right now.
Second in the league.
Oh damn! Second in the league.
Yes, sir. We only have 2 losses.
No, third in the league behind the Bulls.
Okay. Yeah, I heard the Bulls been on the tear, boy. But they ain't played the Lakers yet. That's how we're gonna keep that. They ain't played the Lakers yet, and they don't want to play the Lakers. Yeah.
But then going ahead and moving on to this World Series baseball, we got a huge World Series win out here in Los Angeles, man.
Hey, we had a comeback.
Dodgers coming back. Yamamoto,
what they call that,
I think
comeback
his name
season? Ain't that on the
MVP? Back-to-back MVPs for the Los Angeles Dodgers pitcher. I don't want to mess up his name. I think it's Yamamoto, but the Los Angeles Dodgers
His
pitcher.
last name is Otani.
No, there was another one that was. It wasn't Otani. It was the other
my
dude.
bad. You sure right.
He got MVP twice in a row.
You sure right.
I think he's Japanese as well, but I think his name was Yamamoto. He got MVP. But what do you think of that? What do you think of this World Series that we just passed? Beautiful World Series. Man, that World Series was crazy because the Blue Jays went up first. Then the Dodgers fall all the way back. Then the Blue Jays beat them in the 6th game. The Dodgers came back and beat them in the 6th game. And, 7th game is when they take all. That 7th game, I thought the Dodgers was out because I think it was about 3-1 or 4-1, 4-2. And I was like, oh, man, that's over. Man, I got back home. Seeing that the Dodgers had ended up winning them, I said, what in the world? They done put this mud together back-to-back 2 years in a row. And I don't know if people know how hard that is, but what's that, 182 or 100 and, I think 182 games is a lot.
484 games is a lot, man. So doing that back to back, and then you playing nearly most of the year, and I don't think people know how much wear and tear that is on your body when you're stressing so much, stressing your muscles and stuff, not stressing in your mind and stuff. You put
I think
next
it's been
shit.
one of the more. It was been one of the more exciting series that we've seen.
Yeah.
I think the Blue Jays are just an exciting team in general. They always got some crazy scores, and then the Dodgers are also a pretty exciting team. So it's just a back and forth. I mean, as action packed as a baseball game is gonna be.
Yeah.
That was
And this
World Series.
game,
And then they
these
were
games,
losing. Didn't they almost lose? Weren't they losing the last game? Like,
yeah, they were losing. That's what I said. They were losing. I almost turned that mug off. It was like 3-1 or 4-2 or something. I was like, oh man, and it was like the 7th inning, and I was like, oh man, let me go on and turn this off because I ain't even trying to see them lose. But man, it was good to see. I know they acted a fool up in L.A. What you tell me? They done burnt half of the city there.
oh man, they still partying. They still got the merch going up. They got the city turned up.
Man.
They got the Dodgers gear, loud and proud. It's going crazy out
Already,
here, man.
that's how you're supposed to do it.
So man, we about to wrap this thing up here. You got any last thoughts?
Man. No, not really. Hopefully, we just gonna get out here, smoke this joint, and come back in and come in with a
Prayer
hot
for, matter of fact,
mindset.
last thoughts. I got a last thought, man. Pray for Raider
Dang,
Nation.
can I even get my last thought out?
Pray for Raider Nation. Pray for the draft picks. Pray for Geno Smith. Pray for the Raiders, man. They need a little bit of extra love right now.
Says a fan who doesn't love his team. He said we're not even talking about them. Have you ever seen somebody put a kid on punishment? Tell him, you can't do this. I'm in control. You not running nothing. You haven't done this before. Y'all can't do this. That's how Giants fans is. We're gonna put this team on punishment. We might go like,
man, I done told you with the Giants, we go, hey, we get good draft picks. We didn't accept our position in the draft. Hey, top 5, top 6, top 7 picks. We ain't tripping no more this year. We know this year is for development, and we looking to the future endeavors.
It's gonna be real developmental when the Raiders whoop y'all ass in a couple of weeks.
Now that's one thing that you're
not gonna do. And I can't wait.
Hey,
I cannot wait.
That's one thing that you're not gonna do. Hey, by the time y'all play the Giants, y'all might not even have a football program anymore. Y'all might move back to Oakland.
Yeah, because we have football teams, not programs. Y'all got a football team where y'all quarterback is the leading rusher. Y'all can't go to the same receiver too many times because about the most the receivers don't have is 4 catches a game. What's up with that, man? Y'all need to change the whole team.
We getting healthy. We about to get healthier than a bitch, and we getting in this draft. We ain't worried about nothing.
Y'all ain't gonna have no choice, buddy.
We ain't worried about nothing that what y'all got talking about.
Yeah, like I said, be worried about that ass cracking we're gonna give y'all in a couple of weeks. We're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, man, we back next week with some more foolishness. If that's all Raider Nation got, man, it's gonna be 3, 2, 1. A Source Up podcast. My name is Bart Butler. It's been J.R. Hall. We out, baby.